Hi guys, welcome to C programming tutorial for beginners. It's me Prakash from Winsoft Technologies. So in this video we are going to see introduction to files. So how to work with files programming in C. Okay, we'll see that. And now what are we doing? We're going to see what is a file first. So file means it's a collection of data on a particular area in the disk. Okay, so why should I create a file first of all? We have so many like text documents, notepad files, ms word, excel, all these files are there. Now why should I create files here in C programming? Because if you read values from variables, like what do we do till now? We are reading values into variables, we are doing some calculations, and finally we are printing results on the screen. So once the program is over, we cannot store values permanently in hard disk or somewhere else. But if you have a file, you can write data into the file and you can save it. So for future reference, we can use files concept. So if you don't want to store data anywhere permanently, means we need not bother about files concept. Okay. So that is why if you are writing data, storing data into file, that is said to be writing data. So already we have some file that I want to read from user, means it is said to be reading data. Okay. So both are possible. So let us see how to create a file. So if you want to create a file in C, first we have to create a file pointer. Okay. So along with file pointer, we have to say the file name and the file opening mode. So there are different opening modes will be available. So like writing, for writing W will be there, for reading R will be there. Like that we have different file opening modes. Those mode also we have to specify at the time of creating a file. Okay. So first of all, if you want to do any operation, whether it is writing or reading, first we have to open the file. Once your operation is done, whether it is writing or reading or appending, whatever it is, finally we have to close the file. Okay. Yeah. So now let us see different file opening modes available in C language. Number one, W. W for writing data. So writing data, W mode always opens the file from the beginning of the file. Okay. Then R. R for read. Read means the file is already there. So I want to read from the beginning of the file. So then we use R mode. Next mode is A. A for append. Append means the file is already having some data, like one line is there. You want to add one more line at the end of the file. Then we go for A mode. So already we have one line, but by mistake I open the file in W mode. Then what happens? Overwriting will be done. In the sense we will be losing the previous data. So I want to keep the previous data as well as the current data, means better to go for A, append mode. Okay. Then if you want to do dual operations, you can use W plus R plus A plus, like that. W plus means writing and reading. R plus means first reading and then writing. A plus means first appending and then reading. So like this, we can use different file opening modes when we go for file programming. Now let us see the functions used in C files. Number one, fopen. So if you want to do any operation, first we have to open the file. So fopen function allows you to open a file. And the mode also we specify in fopen function. Next one is fclose. This generally we use at the end of the program. So before we close the brace for main method, we write fclose, and within brackets we'll pass file pointer. Then fprintf if you want to write data into file. Okay, fscanf if you want to read data from the file. fputc if you want to write data into file character by character. fgetc if you want to read character by character from an existing file, then we use it. Okay. So these are said to be different type of functions we use in file programming. And one more thing is, when you're writing file pointer, when you're creating file pointer, FILE should be in capital letters. Same way, when you're reading file, I know the beginning anyhow. When you say read mode means automatically start from the beginning. But where do I stop? How do I know the end of the file? That is determined by DOF. EOF stands for end of file. And NULL. So what file pointer contains? Whenever you create a file pointer, it stores the address of the file that you are creating. Okay. Suppose if the file is not there, suppose I'm writing a file and I'm reading a file from my hard disk, like E drive prakash.txt, I said the file is not available. Then what is there? The file pointer contains null. So while reading data from a file, we have to check, make sure that the file pointer shouldn't have null value. Okay. If it is null means we have to say file not found. Not null means we are able to read the data from the file. So this point we need to remember. So all these three words should be written in capital letters. So this point we need to remember. FILE file, UIF end of file, and NUL null. These three should be written in capital letters. Okay? Yeah. Thank you so much. In the next video, we'll see how to write data into file using fputc function. Okay. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe and comment and share to your friends.